great morning. Welcome on in. Thank you for being here. Gather around. Share some of the love. I'm so thankful to be with you today. Thank you for understanding me missing yesterday, not being able to be here. I was a little bit missing in action. I woke up, my physical body had been challenged since Sunday, and my body said, I need you to go back to sleep. So I obliged. That's not my normal. Normally I press through, push through, but I'm learning to listen to this physical body a little more and only push it to a certain degree. So I'm pressing on through. I did find out through a test yesterday that I am COVID-free, so thankful for that. And just thankful in general. And I'm thankful that you're here. Drinking some tea, because tea is also good when you're dealing with cold or flu. And I'm not sure what this is. Just know congestion and fatigue and just generally feeling kind of blah. But much better today. And the tea says, your greatest strength is love. Oh, can I get an amen from the amen corner? We are continuing to move through the chakra system. It is my desire at the beginning of this year for us to remove anything that inhibits, remove anything that keeps us from functioning at our full potential, to clear out the spaces, the power bases within us. One of the things that I'm thankful to the Hindu faith for is bringing us an understanding of the chakra system. And I think that we should all be thankful for that. There are power bases within this body, this human body that we have, that are associated with different elements of our being. And the sacral chakra is typically known as the second chakra. And it is normally looked at as located just below the navel, around the genitalia area. It's represented by a golden, orange, 6-petaled lotus flower. This sacral chakra is associated with the emotional body. It's also associated with sensuality or sexuality and creativity, and has the function of allowing us to freely and openly feel pleasure and feel good in this life, and also to be creative. It is connected to our feelings, our sexual life, our sense of creative expression. When it is blocked, often it can manifest in a variety of different ways, affecting and infecting our relationship with ourselves first, and then with others. When the system is blocked, it can result in a feeling of fear or anxiety, and that affects our quality of life. You might find that your sacral chakra has a tendency to go back and forth between underactive and overactive, and it is struggling to find a healthy balance. Some of the feelings or symptoms of a blocked chakra could be a lack of creativity, maybe a sluggishness. From a physical standpoint, a low sex drive, a feeling of being emotionally numb, inability to express your emotions, a lack of excitement and joy about life in general, being indecisive, some feelings of being unworthy or unloved. Also, a feeling of shame, guilt. it can manifest in your relationships with a sense of control or even codependency, an inability to be spontaneous, fear of change, possible shyness, a general sense of anxiety, jealousy, mood swings, poor boundaries, selfishness, use of sex to avoid dealing with the emotions, a feeling of aggression. There's several different things that you can experience when the sacral is blocked. So what we're going to do this week is unblock. And let me forewarn you that as we begin to unblock this, you may have a return of dreams, a deep desire to create. You may start feeling a wide open, sort of like a sense of adventure. So be prepared for that. An increased sex drive. We've been taught often by religion that pleasure, or the feeling of pleasure, and sex is dirty, and that it is useless, and that it's to be abhorred at all cost. That is not true. And it's created a lot of problems in our world that did not have to be. There's nothing wrong with pleasure. There's nothing wrong with sex. There's nothing wrong with being sexually active. When our sacral is open, we become more open physically, emotionally. We get to the place where we're able to be intimate. You'll even notice that you're open and intimate in a sense of in love with the whole world. And you know that there's blockages when there's a misuse of sexuality. The only time sex becomes a problem is when it's misused, where you disrespect others with it, or you feel a need to dominate someone else. That's a sign that it's blocked, not open. So, I want you to explore with me, if you would, as our eyes are closed and as we enter this space. Bring focus and attention to the sacral chakra and allow yourself to sense pleasure. Yes, even during this meditation. What does that have to do with meditation? Everything. It is okay to experience pleasure. In fact, say that to yourself. Call your own name. John, that's for me. John, it is okay to experience pleasure. Give yourself that permission. And let's unlock, bring the sacral chakra into balance. This is going to get fun. If you would take a moment, straighten the spine, soften the shoulders, feel the furniture or the floor beneath you. Allow a sense of gratitude and thanksgiving to come up for that furniture beneath you. And maybe even allow these words pointed toward the support. 2 simple words. Thank you. Thank you. Notice the breathing in and the breathing out, the rhythm and the movement of the body, the lungs. And offer up these two simple words, focused and pointed toward the lungs. Thank you. Thank you. Now allowing yourself to settle, to become at ease and relaxed. Bring your focus and attention toward the sacral chakra. Located between the navel and the genitals. This beautiful space of creativity, pleasure, openness, connectedness. Notice the warm orange light in that space. Just imagine seeing it there. Bring your focus to that light, that warm orange light. Allow yourself in this moment to feel the sensation of pleasure. That warm orange light shining into the sacral chakra, allowing that space to open up. Not just physical pleasure, but emotional, spiritual pleasure. As you have your focus toward the sacral, repeat these words. It is okay for me to experience deep pleasure. Notice what the mind says when you say those words. And then repeat them again. It is okay for me to experience deep pleasure. You may feel a tingling in the pelvic area of your body. Allow it to be. This is the opening up of the sacral. It is as it's supposed to be. Simply be with it. With the focus and the attention there in that space, let's begin with a series of affirmations. These affirmations will bring balance and vitality to the sacral. Repeating softly but aloud after me. I attract people who treat me with respect. I enjoy pleasure in all areas of my life. My emotions are free-flowing and balanced. I am a creative being. It is my birthright to receive pleasure. I honor this sacred body in which my soul resides. I welcome sensuality into my life. I embrace my vibrant sexuality. My intuitive senses are awakened. Creative art nourishes my soul and brings me joy. I am a lovable and desirable being. I am comfortable in my body and I treat it with care. Sex is a sacred connection. I allow my creativity to flow through me freely. I receive pleasure and abundance with every breath I take. I let go of past feelings that no longer serve me. I choose to feel joy and excitement often. I am spontaneous, and I allow my intuition to guide me. I feel safe enjoying my body. I feel safe enjoying sex. I breathe in powerful golden light. I allow my creativity to unfold. I am open to pleasure. give myself permission to feel good. I'm going to invite us now into a series of 3 deep breaths, breathing in specifically to the sacral, bringing that focus once again in case it's been dropped. Bring the focus just below the navel, just above the genitalia. We're going to breathe in 3 deep breaths of golden light into that space. Preparing now for that first breath together, about 4 or 5 seconds. Hold for just a moment and then let it go. Preparing now for that first deep breath. Begin. And our second breath together. Begin. And our third breath together. Begin. Namaste, Namaskar, Amiyatofo, Aho, Om. Love and mercy, peace and grace, truth and tranquility, serenity, compassion, kindness, respect, confidence, courage, pleasure, and so it is. And so it is. Now I know, I'm very aware that when we start working with clearing up the sacral, if there are any sexual traumas in the past, that often moving through this path can bring those up. I'm very aware of that and I'm sensitive to that. I would encourage you to allow yourself more than ever to heal from that, to disassociate the disrespectful and painful misuse of sex or sexual touch, to allow yourself to heal from that, to be able to understand fully, even with your body and mind, that those kinds of behaviors are wrong and a complete misuse of pleasure. I believe someone is going to be healed completely for the first time since that happened to you during this week, and returned to a natural feeling of abundant pleasure in your body and in your mind more than your body. Allow that sacred connection with your creative, sensual, sexual self. When the feelings of shame and guilt associated with those and hurt and a lack of safety associated with those experiences come up, breathe that golden light of healing and full development and freedom into that sacral space. All right. Make sure that you make plans to join us this evening for Tao Te Ching. We continue our journey through the Tao, walking it backwards. We're walking back from verse 81 back to verse 1. So we have several weeks left. I believe this evening is 50. Every time I go to guess, I think I miss it, but I believe it's 56. We'll find out this evening. All right. I love you all very much. We continue to pray for all of our loved ones and the family of One Love who have been affected and infected by health issues. Thank you for your prayers toward me. There are others who are dealing with far more challenging health issues, and so we send our love and our prayers to them. I love you so much, and I appreciate you deeply. Today, take care of yourself. Allow yourself to feel pleasure. Yes. With pleasure sometimes comes pain. But sometimes the pain we've experienced is just an opportunity to have contrast. Often we wouldn't know how good we feel had we not felt bad at some point. Allow yourself to feel pleasure today. Be with pleasure. Pleasure yourself. Know that it's okay to feel good. Give yourself that permission. I love you. Now go and make it a great day, because you can. Peace.